the Greater Accra Regional Security Council has begun an assessment to demolish some hundreds of structures that are on illegal waterways. It's part of the operation Clean Your Frontage and also the Clean Ghana campaign, which is being run in partnership with Joy News. Now, of course, there are some homes that will be destroyed within 1,200 acres of the Sakumono Ramsar site. Now, the area actually holds thousands of gallons of water each year to prevent flooding in the surrounding communities. But this area is now under threat. Now, my colleague Michael Papani has details in this report.
Spanning 3,500 acres, the Sakumono Ramsar site is one of 5 in Ghana. For migrating birds, it serves as a perfect rest stop and breeding ground. Lying between the ocean and the fresh water, it is a conducive environment for sea animals to spawn, particularly turtles. But soon, it may not be able to play these functions. Over the last 30 years, more houses have sprung up in the core zone of the Ramsar. According to a 2019 report by the Center for Remote Sensing and Geographical Information Services, if care is not taken, the Ramsar site may soon exist no more.
But currently, as we are speaking, the core area has been encroached upon. The buffer area is also fully encroached. As for the transition area, it's already full.
Thomas Aqua is manager at the Sakumono Ramsar site. He says the rate of encroachment is alarming.
So currently, the best we can do is to safeguard the core area so that the normal Ramsar site activities can go on and go on well. Once the core area is secured, we will be in the best position to still be recognized as a Ramsar site. But as the whole place goes, it will get to a point where the whole area will be declared as not feasible to be used as a Ramsar site. And that will go against the whole nation.
So quick one. You have indicated that we have 3 categories here.
Yeah.
Buffer, transition, and core. How many acres forms the buffer? Have an idea?
We've not looked at the acres.
How many acres forms the buffer?
That one would be with forestry commission.
How about transition? But you're supposed to know. You have that information.
We did a drawings of the whole
I don't want to
area.
hear drawings. I'm asking a practical question. How many acres forms a buffer? You're a technical person.
Yes.
So if you go to United Nations to go and speak about Ramsar, you cannot speak on behalf of Ghana that the buffer is so and so acreage. Are we recognized? Is Ramsar recognized internationally?
Yes.
Assuming Ghana sent you to go there, and then you are asked a question at the conference, and I'm asking you, how many acres constitutes or form the buffer area? And then how many acres is a transition? You are telling the core. How many acres do you know of what's the core? I mean,
The core area covers about 30% of the totality of the size.
Which is how many acres?
It is about 1,200 acres.
1,200 acres.
Yes.
That's supposed to be the core
The core area.
where there shouldn't be
Any building whatsoever.
Currently, as we speak, do we still have 1,040 acres left?
We don't.
How many do you think is left now?
What is left is less than 600 acres.
Definitely, the Forestry Commission has not given any permit to anybody here to come and build. We want to make that clear. And so, if anybody is holding a permit to build here in the core zone, please, it is not coming from the Forestry Commission.
According to the Forestry Commission, previous attempts to halt the further encroachment of the protected lands was interfered with. Pele David is the technical advisor of the chief executive of the Forestry Commission.
You think we haven't done anything? I have led a demolition team to this place. The assembly man, the presiding member, the chiefs, land guards came to stop us. Security people came with us and they brought a court injunction. As we are standing now, there were 2 houses, one was inside and the other outside.
Hold on. Who brought the court injunction?
I don't remember the name, but the documents are available.
Yes, please. So we can show it. Hold on. Exactly. We can show it to the whole world.
Yes.
that people who have encroached upon a government land can go to courts and can injunct the government agency from carrying out its official duties.
Yes, Honorable. We submit the documents to your office.
But what did your lawyers do when you were served the injunction? How long ago have you been served with the injunction? But you see, that's what makes it interesting. Don't you have a legal department there? And what have they been doing? You have a legal department. The lawyer is being paid. So if you have injuncted, what has he done so far?
You are expecting the owners of the land.
No. You are paying somebody to provide legal services for TDC, okay? And you have been injuncted. So what is your lawyer doing?
We went to court to put an injunction on the building, and the judge refused us, and rather put an injunction on Forestry Commission not to interfere. Let me say that, not to interfere with the people who are building. That is the state to which we have come to, and it is unfortunate. It is most unfortunate that we are being obstructed by the courts to carry out our legal mandate in order to demolish all these illegal structures. I don't know of any big man. I don't know.
But you just mentioned the assemblyman and the chiefs and some people.
I said they're
not big enough.
They came to obstruct, but I'm not saying that they have building here. I don't know big men. It's possible. I'm not ruling out that. We haven't done an inventory.
Are they not aiding and abetting illegality here?
The court should decide. That's why we went to court, and the court should decide. But it is a Ramsar site is legally the Forestry Commission is legally mandated to manage this. They've tried to use, and the courts have not supported that move.
Ramsar sites also serve as holding bays for thousands of gallons of rainwater from the adjoining communities. Regional Minister Henry Korte fears more areas will begin to experience flooding if the Ramsar site is not protected.
So it means that very soon we'll have to get Amandi, I don't know what sea defense. It's not going to work because now the sea will just flow over the street and then come to all these places. It means that those who are living in East Lagoon, sooner or later will be submerged, if I'm right. Ajay Kojo Ashaman is likely to be submerged. Should there be any heavy rainfall?
So what is happening now is that all this area where you are seeing the construction, these are what we call the marshes, the salt marshes. These are normal grasslands, which is towards the sea. But because of the silting, all these grasslands have extended their surface area towards the lagoon to make it much smaller. So the lagoon is now just like a narrow going into the sea. So most of it is covered by the weeds, and then the silt area is taken up by grass now, which shouldn't be the case. So what is happening is that you no longer have the lagoon play the role of facilitating groundwater recharge. The water is supposed to settle, the resident time increase, then it will take time to go into the underground to recharge the groundwater, so that when we dig wells, we can get water. That is in danger now. That is one of the things we are losing out. Now, all that is, the little that comes now goes into the sea, and should there be heavy rains, there will be flooding, because the water will be looking for areas to occupy. Then it will occupy all this area.
Areas are likely to be flooded in the event that buildings spring up here and then there's a heavy flood. Which areas are we looking at?
Where we are standing now is going to be flooded. This building is just along the boundary line. So all this area is within the core area.
How about those ones there?
Yes, they are all within the core area. The boundary just goes towards that side.
Behind this building, or
I think it just goes along that pole. So TDC had applied for an additional 400.
TDC here. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Tema Development had, Celebrity had applied to Tema Development Corp for an additional 470 acres, which was disallowed. So the wall you see there is an attempt by Celebrity to reclaim that land which was disallowed and gazetted. So they are.
So that wall that has been, that parcel of land that has been fenced,
Yes.
has been gazetted.
Yes.
It's a government, land.
For
And
the
celebrity
Ramsar site.
has
Yes.
fenced it.
Yes.
Okay, so we have to pull that wall down immediately. I need all the documents to that effect.
Yes, please. We will provide you with the documents. Yeah. Okay.
Do we have other options?
The plan by the Forestry Commission is to enter into partnership with a development partner that has a wherewithal to dredge the lagoon, remove the silt.
And what is holding you from doing that?
Well, we have submitted all to the Minister of Finance
I hear you.
for the past 4 years. Is holding us back. Railway line, the coastal road. This is railway line. So we are within this area. Yeah, this celebrity wall, this celebrity, and this is the stream just down here. Yeah, this is a stream. So we are within this area.
And the sluice gate?
The sluice gate is over here. That's where they're currently connecting the lagoon to the sea. Yes.
And that is also blocked? But that's a road made by government.
It used to be a bigger facility. They've narrowed it to 2 culverts, just 2 narrow culverts. And it is also raised too high. And that's causing the silt to settle just in front and then extend further upwards. So the water doesn't settle. Yes.
Need for a re-engineer.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
That is it.
So there's a need to re-engineer that part of the road.
We need to re-engineer the bridge to allow a wider facility and to put in structures that allow exchange of the lagoonal water with that of the sea water. The lagoon water is supposed to be brackish, in order middle between fresh water and the sea water, which is salty. So there are species or animals that inhabit those conditions, and fishes from the sea come to spawn or reproduce in such facility. And when they are young, they just need restful areas, cool areas. The sea is too turbulent with too many predators. Big fishes that will catch the young ones.
To save the dying biosphere, the Regional Security Council, led by the Regional Minister Henry Cote, plans to demolish all unauthorized buildings within the core zone.
We will go back from here to be guided by the experts to tell us which area, the distance they want between the transition and the core. If they want to create a new core, that will be up to them. But certainly I can say that some houses will go down to make way for a new core. Those who will go to the air and start talking and they get the lawyers to write big English, please avert your mind to the fact that this is still a government-acquired land. Please. So lawyers, when you are writing, just know that you are encouraging illegality.
PLA David says it will cost nearly $350 million to restore the Ramsar site.
The last estimate we made was about $350 million. And that involved, as I said, opening up the bridge to provide a wider passage and to facilitate exchange of the seawater with the lagoon water, to dredge. The lagoon currently is highly silted, so it needs to be dredged. The seaweeds that you see on the water it needs to be removed, and what you call ecological structures or botels can be located, advantage places for tourist habitation, and that will take the place into a major tourist resort.
The Forestry Commission can only hope that something will be done as soon as possible. For Joy News, Michael Ashali.